Well, it's been quite a long time since I've made a philosophy talk video. As you can see, my clothes are in the closet behind me. The closet door is open. It's a bit messy around here right now. I'm reorganizing the garage. A lot of stuff's happened, I guess, since I last made a video. This is a new laptop. It's the first time I'm trying out the internal camera. It looks crappy at the moment from where I'm sitting, but we'll see what it looks like after it's done. And that's fine. I don't care. You know, I got a little camera I could use. It plugs in, but I'm gonna try the internal mic. I mean, the internal camera. I've already tried out the internal mic. It's garbage. Again, it's fine. Doesn't matter. One of the reasons I chose this particular laptop is it's got two holes for audio instead of just one. That is, they've got a combo in-out microphone / headphone hole, right? But that's not going to cut it for recording audio if you want to be able to listen to something and record at the same time. Anyway, enough of that. Got a new watch. So what's been going on with me? Well, I've been attending to lots of details. Lots of stuff. Candace moved out, took all her stuff, which freed up a lot of space, which is nice. I'm trying to rearrange around here to just, move everything out of the garage and go, okay, let's take a break now. And then days pass as I move things gradually here and there and not really organized. Full Ericness. So I don't know what to do about it exactly. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Probably do a little bit more tonight. I have been picking at it a little bit here and there. It's an odd life now, I tell you. I'm almost accustomed to not being scrutinized now. Almost. It is so strange when you're out of that marriage and you realize, oh my God, like every 5 seconds I was thinking, they're whatever, because Candace will be mad about this, Candace will be mad about that, Candace will be mad about the other thing, you know? Always worrying about Candace. It's nice not to worry about Candace. Now, when I say all that stuff, let me stress that that is not Candace's fault. That marriage was wounded and damaged in a lot of ways, but the core of it boiled down to my alcoholism. It's difficult to sustain a healthy relationship when that's going on, if not impossible. So I don't blame her for the way we were at the end. It's not her fault, but it was awful. And it's one of those things where as long as you just keep piling on the load one sand grain at a time, you sort of get accustomed to it, and you don't notice that it's intolerable. And then we are lucky enough to have an insightful and very brave wife who says, this is not good. I mean, granted, here's the key point of dispute from the marriage that I would still say is completely accurate and maybe worth noting and maybe not, which is the only thing that made the divorce necessary ultimately was that Candace couldn't shift gears. She couldn't adjust to a new reality. She was unable to change her narratives as the data changed, right? So to her, for example, behavior X was maybe reflective of um, egotism as I expressed it when I was drinking, or was reminiscent of something like that. And well, I used this analogy once in an episode. I'm trying to finish it with her. I think I don't know if I remember the audio, but I said it's like I was always playing with water balloons, right? But I was drunk, so I kept like breaking shit with my water balloons. I kept hitting people in the face with them, and but I wasn't what I was intending to do. I was intending to do this really great trick with them, you know, something. And when I got sober, Candace thought, thank God he's going to stop playing with water balloons. And I thought, oh, thank God I'm going to be able to play with water balloons correctly finally. You know? That's the big difference. And she basically couldn't overcome, I don't think, that was more or less PTSD, you know? She'd see a water balloon, and to her it just represented disaster. You know, what is the water balloon in this analogy? Well, it could be anything ranging from me getting upset about something or voicing anger or ranting a little bit about something. Those things had a way of spiraling ugly when I was drunk and fighting with Candace a lot, you know. But it doesn't mean there's not healthy versions or healthy ways to express those. And, you know, I'm learning to be a emotionally and psychologically and spiritually healthy person. It's not something that I've ever been heretofore. It's certainly not something I feel as though I've accomplished, but it's something that I feel as though I've made significant progress on. The way I know that is, well, one simple kind of little bit of progress that has never been. I mean, it's hugely significant, but now it seems so ridiculous. Is when I was younger, I really couldn't conceive of being alone, you know, like long term. I always felt as though I needed a mate, and I have no idea why I felt that so compellingly. I mean, it's different when you have a kid, obviously, then to the extent that there's permanence, that permanence is kept there and belongs there. You know, like that's the one person in life that I really, truly, desperately need is Lila. And I wish I had turned out this fan a long time ago. I bet that was annoying. Oh, Eric. Anyway, Lila's something else, I tell you. That girl is. I mean, I really am lucky to an extent that it's ugly almost. I I don't know. I think I wonder if we're all experiencing different lives, and in each of our lives, each of us is just as lucky as I am. Everything falls into place just as perfectly. But in my life, you play some different role because you're the main character. But in your own life, you are, and so what appears to be shared experience is just puffery for encouraging belief in the singularity of the reality we experience. There's no inherent reason to presume that reality's not modeled as I just indicated instead of as we assume it is, which is that you're an actual human being out there who can hear words, process them, and have your own experience that's distinct from mine, and that the parts of your life experience that are visible to me are representative of an identity build that's functionally the same as what I'm doing, what everybody else is doing, namely to say, it's, in other words, I assume what I see is what I get, that I can't occupy your time object land. You know, I can't actually experience your consciousness. I can't spend 5 minutes looking out through your eyes and feeling and remembering your memories and having your thoughts. And if I did, I would be you. How could I would have to maintain some module of Eric that pulled me back, right? Because otherwise I'd just be you. I wouldn't be me anymore. Obviously there'd have to be some disconnect in that your memories, well, like it would depend if you're in your own body or not, right? So it's like if I was suddenly looking through your eyes and I still had my memories, well then obviously I would notice that my body was different. Well, I think so. So it takes me like 3 weeks to notice. Wait a second, this isn't my body. Oh, that's funny. I totally would too. It would take me like 3 weeks to notice that it was in a different body. I'd be going about my business. You look different, Mr. Strauss. They wouldn't even call me that. They'd be like, who are you? I'm Mr. Strauss. Are you his brother or something? Huh? I don't know. Never mind that. Let's get on to work. Oh, that's what you meant. Like 3 weeks later, I'm like, oh, that's what you meant by that. Yeah, I'm him. I'm just, I guess I'm in a different body now. I don't know. It took me a while to notice. I make myself laugh. Nobody else thinks that's funny. There are so many jokes that I think are hilarious, and the audience of them is sized like one person maybe. Delilah likes the same kind of jokes, and now she's also a harsh critic of me, so she hears me joking so much that it's got to be a particularly good joke for her to think it's funny. But when I do nail one, it's awesome. You know, she's she gives her honest big laugh is so gratifying to hear, you know. And like I nailed it the other day in class and got a big laugh from her. It was an elementary PF class. I was talking about the issues of duty because we're defining ought in ways that reference duty, and we're talking about federal government's duty and stuff like that, right? So as an example, I talked about being a mandated reporter and how that confers a duty on you to report child abuse. But it's, it's the elementary school class, so it's like 4th and 5th grade. I don't want to get too hardcore with them or whatever. But I I'm telling an example saying like, well, if I were still in a public school and little Jenny here, I forget what the girl's name was that I used as an example. I don't know, whatever it was. Little Jenny here comes to class. This week she's got a black eye. Next week, 2 black eyes. This one's getting a little bit better, but now she's got a fresh one over here. Next week, broken lip and bruised cheek and bruised ear. So, first week I ask her, what happened? And she says, oh, I ran into a doorknob. And the second week I ask her, and she's like, yeah, I ran into a doorknob again. And the next week I ask her, and she's got like, split lip on the cheek and the ear. I'm like, what happened? She's like, well, I ran into 3 different doorknobs. I'm like, all right, this is not okay. I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to tell them I'm worried about Jenny. I'm concerned that her parents' obsession with doorknobs is beginning to endanger her health. And, so I thought that was fun. I delivered it a lot better in class. It was really deadpanned, Like it caught her completely off guard when I finished with that punchline. Anyway, so I'm feeling pretty good right now. I mean, here's why. Got the business account up and running, going fine. I got a personal bank account now with the same bank. I got paid a little bit of a chunk of what SGBCC owes me. I'm going to get a check from Cambridge on Monday. I'm starting a new high school class for Cambridge on Saturdays, just a Skype class, 7:30 to 9:30. Schedule's booking up pretty good. Got this new laptop. I went and got a watch. It didn't work, so I went back to JCPenney's and got it. I won't exchange it, kind of thing. Now it works. I know what time it is. It's good. Staying on top of the dishes and stuff like that, and laundry. I gotta do this is the problem with laundry, right? You put it in the washing machine, and then you forget about it. And then you got mildew. So then you gotta wash like 4 or 5 times in a row to get rid of the mildew smell. Or maybe you forget about it again and stay in the washing machine for another day, and you're like, oh my god, when am I ever gonna wash these clothes successfully? One thing I feel a little bit bad about it, I've been wasting a lot of time playing Madden. I spent money on Madden too. I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy these game add-on things. Why not, right? No more Candace fucking looking at the charge bill. Like, I never had any idea what she spent money on. I know she spent probably a lot more money than I did. But if there was any unexpected charge at all, like, what did you spend blah 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 money for at this place and blah blah blah? Well, I wanted to buy this sandwich or whatever, I don't know. So I bought that. That's kind of dumb, but whatever. It's a lot of fun though, like that. I'm being fiscally okay. Fiscally liquid, I guess. It's a little scary because I know there's going to be taxes, I guess, or something. And I don't know how it's going to work. I got a corporate bank account. I got a personal bank account. And, but right now I haven't activated my personal card yet, so I've just been using the corporate account for all my purchases. Like, go to Forever 21 and just buy a gift for Delilah's friend, and then buy something for Delilah. It's her birthday tomorrow, too. We went to the mall tonight. And I just used the corporate card. Well, obviously I'm not going to try to deduct that expense off my taxes. But I wonder if that's going to be a problem or what. I don't know. I mean, it's me, right? It's the same thing. The corporation is me, and I am it. So why can't I just move money from? Why can't I just spend money out of that account? I don't know. Fuck the government. Why? Because the government needs to keep track of me. Why do you need to keep track of me? No, we're protecting everybody. Well, okay, fine. If money laundering is a serious problem, I don't blame the government for wanting to keep on top of that shit. But fuck you for taking all those taxes. You waste it all on fucking shit that blows up. Woo! Look at that. And waste it on fucking subsidies that are basically mandates to people to stay poor. Now remember, you're going to lose your housing subsidy if you don't stay poor enough. How poor do I have to stay? Pretty poor. Okay, well, I guess I'll either turn down this work or take it under the table so I can still get my government subsidies and not be that poor. But I would be like stealing. No, you stole the money already. Okay? Nobody feels guilty about gaming fucking government money, right? Well, why not? Because it's not their fucking money. They stole it from us. So yeah, I have no qualms whatsoever about being like, oh, you mean we technically qualify for free lunch because of this stupid fucking little loophole rule or whatever? Which we did for a couple of years. Okay, let's get free lunch then. Now, if a human being were saying to me, there's this little rule that allows you to exploit me for blah, 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 I say, I'm not going to take advantage of you. Hell no. Am I going to be like, I got you. I got you on this little technicality. You have to do blah, blah, blah. Hell no. But if it's the government, I mean, well, hey, look, I got a little back of my money from the fucking thieves. But they're a bunch of fucking thieves. They're wasteful thieves, too. Anyway, that's enough. So, business is going well, life's going well, divorce is over, feels over. I mean, we're meeting tomorrow morning, no, not tomorrow, Thursday morning, to have a finance talk. And, our rate season's rolling underway. I gotta fucking hit some shit like that. I gotta do but the coaching classes and everything are going around great. I got a helper, Abraham. I just gotta make him more helpful somehow. I'm not quite sure how yet. I need to just I want to hand off all the fucking registration and stuff, right? Like, I don't want to enter points. I don't want to deal with NJFL, whose website is worse than nothing. It is way worse than nothing. All it does is cause me ire and frustration. So I wish it was just a page that said, "This is the NJFL website. We have nothing here for you." That would be far, far better. 100 times better. I gotta get sites for tournaments and yeah, blah, 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 blah. So, the moral of the story is I'm back in the throes of work, which means I'm kind of off the radar a bit as far as being the noisy internet guy. Still fighting with Corey. Can you believe that? Did I ever go into my fighting with Corey thing with you guys? You guys. You know who you guys are? You guys are me. I'm the only person who watches these videos. I don't watch them either. I think I probably watch each of them like one time, you know. But then like someday, a month from now, or a couple months from now, I'll be like, oh, I remember that video. I was in a good mood that night. And I am in a good mood. Things are fucking rocking and rolling. Hell yeah.